Hello, friends. Welcome to today. Today is a day of days, of all days, and we're going to talk about stuff. What we're going to talk about today is this is kind of like a promotional video to myself. Why I chose Amazon, Fulfilled by Amazon, and why I think it's simple and so easy to do. And I hope if you are not doing it, it's something you think about. Because if you're looking to make money online, this is probably the best way to do it. And I'll go over like monetary and all that stuff too. Real quick, for you guys that are here and just want to see where I'm at with Bitcoin, I'll show you my screen real quick. Nice hash. So I've mined about $35 in the last week and a half. I haven't done anything with it because it's still in the Bitcoin. So it's just whatever Bitcoin does, it'll go up or down. Apart from that, my Binance, I just had it uploaded. It's at $801. So market's back up on my end. So cool there. I'm pretty much at a break-even point, maybe $20 down or something like that, because of the I've mined some coins, so that I don't know how you count that into play. So that's where I'm at with that. Hope you guys like it. Otherwise, I want to jump right into the reasons I started doing Amazon and how simple it is to do. There's your answers. If you guys are here just for a quick answer, I appreciate you stopping by. If you guys want to follow what I'm doing, just with what I'm doing in general with finance and everything, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. That'd be awesome. I want to see what you guys are doing. That's what I'm most interested in. Couple cool things. I'm wearing my work shirt, so I don't want to show it. I don't know if I'm allowed to. And I got this bump on my head. It's bugging me. I'm going to go cut my, whatever. You guys didn't need to hear that. Anyways, so this is literally, I kid you not, if it's too good to be true, they say don't do it. This is not easy to get rich. It's not a get rich quick thing. It's not like overnight success. This is trial and error, months of learning. And so really, in my point, Mark, I'm talking to you, future Mark, is you need to just make the decision. If you are not doing this 10 years from now, I'm going to hate you forever. This is not future Mark's problem. This is past Mark's. I'm doing the work for you. Okay? Now you just relax and enjoy the fruits of our labor. 1, find a product. The hardest thing to do. Okay? Well, I'm sorry. 1, make the decision. So that's where everybody's stuck. They have I wonder what I should do. I can't think of any products. I can't do it. I don't know how to manufacture things. I don't know how to do this. It's not about that. You just have to make the decision. Is this the avenue do I want to go down? Do I want to buy products from wherever, US, China, wherever I go, and then have them fix things on them and then sell them for a profit? 2, find a product. The hardest thing, bar none, to do, because there's so many numbers thrown at people and you're already thinking ahead, okay, sourcing the product, getting samples, listing it, optimize, all that stuff. So you got to just dumb it down and stop thinking. Find a product. If it fits where you're at and what you want to do it. 100% buy it. I'm going to go a little bit further into that. So how do you find a product? You don't need all the tools. You don't need what I use, which is Jungle Scout. You could go out to the store and think, okay, what would be a good product accessory for this? Or what would be a good product for this? You could find places. Who's stopping you from calling places and saying, what's your number one product? And then going out and finding things that they don't sell in the store for that you could sell online. Find that market. Now, is it going to benefit you to have all the tools? Yeah, absolutely. If you had to go the cheapest route, 100%, the one thing I would buy would be the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. Even the cheap one. That's what I have. I could upgrade it. I just don't need to. It's the light version, and the reason I want that is because it tells me how many sales are happening, and that's really the biggest thing. So if I have an idea, I go to Amazon, I type it in, and then it tells me how many sales are happening, who's selling it, where the market's at, so I know, yes, do I need to enter this market, or no, do I not need to? That's the starting point. Once you've gotten there, there's other involvements with finding the product. It's research, I guess you could say, finding and researching the product, just so you guys aren't lost here. Finding and research product, okay? And so the reason I say that is research is also important because you don't want to have it pulls up great and it's got sales and there's a market for it, and then you buy it and then nobody buys. All of a sudden you realize, oh my goodness, I was looking at Christmas tree ornaments and it's the middle of June. Oops. Okay. That's something you don't want to do. Unless that's the market you want to target just for June and then, or just for, Christmas. And that's where you're going to make all your money. So yeah, you could go that route. So finding the product, that's where most of us are stuck. I've bought my first product and it's doing fine. I'm actually making a couple sales here and there, nothing major, but it's selling. That's the important piece. The third part is source the product. So you need to find where to buy it, and don't just go to two places and say, yep, that's good, whoop-diddy-doo. You need to go and find several people or several places that offer it and talk to them. You need to just make connections, because if you don't find out what other people are offering, you may even pay $1 more. But when you get into it, if you're paying $1 more per item, it's not necessarily killing you, but it may hurt you down the road, because if someone else gets it cheaper and starts sourcing the product like you and they're outselling you, it's because they can get it cheaper. Or you're losing, let's just say you end up getting $1,000 a month sales, right? That's $1,000 a month that you're not making. That's quite a bit. It's $12,000 a year. So sourcing the product, step 3, pretty simple. Step 4, get samples. Once you've found 2 or 3 companies, get 2 or 3 samples. Get the actual material, feel them, test them, look at them, do whatever you want to do. Just make sure the right ones. But you also have something to take photos of too. So you can go out and hire someone, or you yourself can just take some, as best photos as you can. There's tons of products online that sell with just one photo. And I love that, because that's a market I can join and put 10 photos up or 9 photos up, and it'll beat them because I've got the photos. List and optimize. So you have to create your listing, right? You have to log it. You got to make an account with Amazon. You're probably paying 30, 40, 50, whatever the cost is today. I think it's $40 a month roughly. And you're going to have an Amazon account. That's also going to benefit you, because you're not going to pay per item that sells. Now you've got just one flat fee. If you're going to sell more than 40 a month, you've made your money back. So you're going to get that. You're going to start up the account. You're going to use it, optimize it. When I say optimize, you're going to do like a launch. And this is something you should not be talking about or thinking about unless you've got the product, right? You go back to step 2. That you can't go past that step unless you get there. Sure, you can look at a video or watch something about it. It doesn't hurt you, but you really shouldn't be like focusing on it, digging down deep until you've actually gotten to the step where you have a product. It's good to know where you're going, but I'll tell you right now, you optimize it. You do a launch. You go to these websites that do launches, and you just do a quick launch. You go to YouTubers. You go to any social media people like Instagram and have them launch your product if they're in that niche. So if I'm selling a baby item, I'm going to go to a YouTuber or an Instagram member who's all about moms, all about kids, something like that that product would fit there. I'm going to pay them a couple $100 and get them to advertise it. Do a sale, sell it half off, sell it at cost, whatever you got to do to get those numbers up. And that's it. I mean, all Amazon cares about at this moment is who sells the most. That's ranked number 1. Who sells the next? That's ranked number 2, and so on and so forth. And that's how you get ahead. You just got to make a promotion. That's what all companies do and have always done for stuff. They know they're going to lose $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. We're not taking that big of a risk because everything's a lot cheaper in our world. And then repeat. That's it. So if you notice on my screen, you're seeing these numbers. I wrote this down. So one thing I've been focused on, and I've been really kind of leaning towards, and you don't want to necessarily do this, is absolutely if you spend enough time, you can find that massive product that is going to make you $10,000 a month, right? Maybe more. They're out there. There's products out there selling like crazy that you could improve upon and make a killing. Is it hard to find? Absolutely. It's a needle in a haystack. But if you look long enough, you're going to find the needle. Okay, so if that's your route, do it, 100%. For me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take the money I have and invest it in a product that'll make me at least $1,500 to $2,000 a month. If that's the case, and let's just say, for example, I get 5 products. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that are making me $2,000 a month, 5. That's it. There's my $10,000. I'm now making a 6-figure income, and I'm talking profit, not revenue. I want profit, take home $2,000 a month. So maybe my product is selling $3,500, $4,000, and I'm making half. Maybe they're selling $6,000, but I'm only taking home $2,000 because the cost is high. Whatever. That's the point of it, is I'm looking for enough products where it can get me just flowing, where I've got that constant revenue, constant income. And then as you go, you may get to a point where you're like, you know what? I'm pretty comfortable here. I'm making $6,000 a month or $5,000 a month, and I'm pretty happy. So for me, right now where my mindset is, I want to make more. I want to make $20,000 a month, $1 million a month, whatever, right? But right now I'm focused on the little steps. Goal 1, learn the system. I think I've learned that pretty well. Goal 2 is find the product and source it. I've done that so far with 1. Goal 3 is make it work. Now, I haven't done the launch, and I understand that. If you're, future Mark, I'm sorry. You're going to look back and say, I was an idiot. I probably should have done something different. But that's the great part, is this is all about numbers. It's a numbers game. You find something that's missing, you fix it, you add that into the market. And by adding that value, you're going to get paid for it. That's really all you're doing, is you're adding value. You're not looking for, and this is what you'll find when you search, so be careful about this. When you are product searching, you're going to find the chintzy products. We already showed you a few if you look back at the videos, little butterfly for the cat thing. There's tons of value for that. The only problem is the original person who posted it made the value, and then probably the next 5 people that followed it kind of just copied the value and stole some of the thunder, which is fine. If you can do that, do that. But one thing I do when I see those products, I'm like, no, I'm not touching it, not now, not unless I'm on the cup of the trend where it's just starting to trend up. Sure, I'll take the $100,000 and walk away if I have to. At the end, everybody loses, because what happens is there's no value that you can add to it, so you're just taking away from the profits that are there, right? You're just selling the same thing or 2 of the same thing, and that's it. Like, I want to find something that is solid, where it constantly sells across the year, where it constantly has someone that wants it, and then there constantly is, once you've improved it, that's it. Like, you've made it different enough to where people aren't going to copy anything but you if they copy it. And at that point, if you've done it smart and you start putting a whole illegal stuff around it, I'll just say that. I'm not there, so I don't care about that stuff yet. But if you start getting it starts taking off, and I better legalize this or make this, patent this and stuff like that, so then if people come in and try to copy it, you can cut them off right there. Done. This is my niche. This is my area. Back off. And they will. Amazon will cut them right out. So that's what I want to talk about today, is really what you're looking at. That's so simple. There's not much else to say. Sure, there's more in depth, and I could give it to you. 100 other YouTubers online can give it to you. There's probably not one YouTuber that I've found that has given everything in my knowledge. And I've probably watched way too many videos as I shouldn't have. I haven't been cutting back on that. That is my New Year's resolution, is watch less YouTube. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Where in the steps have you been stuck? Where are you at? Are you succeeding with something? If you like the video, thumbs up. Don't like the video, thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to follow, guys. We'll see you soon.